Yeah, I don't know, I keep on restarting this video and I don't know why. Hopefully this will be the last time because, I don't know, I feel like today I just want to be open and have a little chat and also just drink water because stay hydrated, kids. Hello, I'm Styleboy and welcome to my world, and in today's video, like I said, I just want to have a catch up. I just want to talk to you guys. Honestly, I just do. I feel like I haven't done it in a while and I feel like being open. I definitely feel like it. I haven't been here for like 2 weeks on this channel, so hey. And I feel like, why not be open? Let's communicate. Let's talk. I literally had a conversation with my friend Joseph, which again, hi Joseph, photographer king. I've definitely talked about him before. We've talked about something that made me want to be more open, so I definitely wanted to go along that. And that was like kind of the initial thing, and then I had like a deep conversation with a customer, and now we're really doing this, and yeah. Just have a chat, you know? So make sure you got some water. Make sure you're just feeling relaxed and chilled and ready to hear me pour my heart out. Wow, really? Before we start, make sure you do subscribe to my channel because I don't know, I feel like you're here now, you might as well do it. And also some exciting things are coming up. Like I have seriously a good idea, which I will discuss further on. So let's begin. Okay, so where have I been? So I went on holiday for 2 weeks in Italy. I was at like some footage I've got here. It was really nice. It was just nice to relax and chilled, and it was good because it taught me to be more open because to be honest, at the beginning of the holiday, I felt a bit uncomfortable because last year my grandparents died, both of them. Well, not both of them at the same time, like one died before, but why am I explaining this? And going there reminded me of them when like in like, obviously like you makes you miss them. And they're not reminded like a happy, but more like a sad way. But I felt like as soon as I opened up and said how I felt a billion times better and I felt happier, honestly. So I just thought, why not say? I mean, that's a really random thing to say, but I just thought that was a good thing because it did honestly happen. But I think something else that good happened was that my friend ended up calling me up, which was a miracle because there's no reception where I live, which explains why no Instagram posts and no freaking stories. She called me and she asked if I wanted to see Ariana Grande, which I mean, is that a question? Do you have to really ask me? Of course. So we went to go and see Ariana. She was amazing. My goodness, queen, yes, stunning, incredible, love her. Unfortunately, got really bad footage and also my phone because they wouldn't allow you to bring cameras in. Oh, and so what I've got here. It was incredible. My goodness, love her. But something that happened, which I feel like, because we both got standing ticket, was that it kind of got a lot at one point. Like people were shoving, pushing, trying to get like, basically people just trying to film, but like shoving their way forward. And like, I think at one moment someone like poked me in the armpit and I felt so like scared. Not scared, because I feel like there's a bit of over exaggeration, but I felt so uncomfortable. And it did make me go like, oh my God, I'm not having a good time anymore. What the fuck is happening? Loads of thoughts did come into my mind. I mean, the brilliant thing though is like, especially at that time period, Ariana, the music that she sang and what got performed really helped me, and that's really weird because it then made me happier. And then I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna have an amazing time, which I did in the end. But one of the coolest nights ever. At the end, I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna have the best time because I love the music, I love dancing, I love her performance. Like it was incredible, and that kind of like sparked something in my head a little bit. That and the conversation I had with Joseph, we talked about body insecurities, and then I thought that like, oh, that was like an insecurity. So definitely something that I wanted to mention was about insecurities because I feel like they do exist, and as much as we're like, oh my God, they're like stupid and we shouldn't think them and da 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 da. Yeah, of course, because like duh, like they're just things that we're telling ourselves. It's so hard not to be insecure sometimes, and it's okay if you are insecure sometimes. A lot of it, it's just like a journey of like self-love and whatever. Like honestly, I do love myself, but even like at work, basically because I worked 3 8-hour shifts, which by the way, never ever doing again. I got insecure one of the shifts, like terribly insecure. So it's fine if you have moments where you pop in and insecurities and pop out of it. Like honestly, it's natural, it's fine, it's okay. Like let me take off these glasses so you can actually like see my eyes. But it's fine and it's perfectly normal and it's okay. No matter like what you've got, no matter like who you are, it's okay to be insecure. Like it's a human thing. And one of the moments I definitely felt this was like with, oh my God, I can't remember going to say this because I never usually talk about this, but like with my autism sometimes, you know, like I always think so positively of it. Like it is at the end of the day something I adore, something that is me and that is part of me, and I can't change it. And yes, I am more than my autism, and I explain this, like I'm not just autistic and I'm not just gay, I'm way more than that. But moments in time, like it does go down to my disadvantage. Like a lot of the time I get really flustered. Oh my freaking God, feeling flustered is not the nicest feeling. Like for example, like what I said, like usually like the Ariana, like the amount of busyness that people were there would make, like definitely made me flustered. Or or even asking me too many things to do and like doing too many things at once, or even like work the next day, I then felt really a little bit insecure because I actually felt a bit lonely. It was really random, and like I get it because I was tired because I literally got 6 hours sleep, and because I was way too excited to listen to Taylor Swift's Lover, which by the way was a freaking bop. I did feel a little bit like tired, but also a little bit like lonely because I noticed that like I'm just not the same as everyone else. And until Georgia, which Georgia, if you are watching this, queen, thank you so much for making my mood like a billion times better. She did my makeup and she made me feel good when we were just chatting, and it's because I feel like everyone has like their buddy, and like no matter what floor everyone's at, they have someone they can talk to, and I don't. Like I get a bit weird if I don't have someone to talk to, and I just like try and work, and sometimes it doesn't help, and I did feel honestly really alone that shift. Editing Sophia, I have to explain this point. So what I mean is I feel like some people do this when they go in like pairs, and I've always had this insecurity of like, oh my god, everyone has that like ride or die buddy, and I don't, although I know I do. This is what I mean. During this shift, I definitely was really feeling insecure because also there was stuff happening in my head that sometimes I get insecure for no reason, and there's no reason needed. So this isn't anyone's fault. This is just saying sometimes it happens in my head where we overthink stuff, and I generally overthink stuff a lot to the point where like I just didn't understand, when in reality it was normal, everything was normal. It's just that I was feeling a bit insecure that day and I overthought everything. Honestly, that's how I felt, and I just wanted to say like it is normal and it is okay. And again, like I know that people without autism also feel this sometimes, but like I don't know if it's like such a stereotypical autistic thing, but I definitely felt this, and I was like, I just wanted to like say it because I feel like someone will go through it. But also the other thing, which I had a conversation with customer about, I've also talked about this with Mikey, which if you don't know who Mikey is, he's such an amazing human being. Like, oh my god, he's so sweet and so kind. So one topic that came up was social pressures, and I wanted to talk about this a lot because you'll probably be like, you're 19, you've never experienced anything. I'm like, sis, let me spill the tea. I'm on a gap year right now, which is so exciting for me actually. I was so nervous at first, but now I'm like, I'm so excited, and that's thanks to my holiday, which I will get into after. But something that I found was that during my foundation year was one of the worst like educational years of my life. Like it was so messed up. If you did not know this, I wanted to be a fashion designer for so long. Like I made this for crying out loud, with the help of the teachers, of course, because I now realize that making is not my strong pursuit. So I really wanted to be a designer, and I've obviously made garments, as I just showed you one, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go to fashion design, blah, blah, blah. I went to the foundation course. I'm not going to say like where I went because pointless, unnecessary, and I felt this big pressure to rush into uni. I'm not going to deny to you, I did. I felt like you had to go to university, especially if you're a fashion student, because you have to kind of go through this process, and it's a very long process, and for me, I get scared when things take forever because I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And especially if I don't know what the fuck's happening, I'm like, yeah, which is why when I was like kind of dealing and going through these feelings, like I was so freaking confused because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it's not something I'm used to. So I felt this pressure to go to university. So when I did my UCAS application, I rushed it because I wasn't ready, and yet I thought I had to be. In reality, I wasn't ready, and it's okay not to be ready. And I remember after uni interviews, although they declined me, I wasn't angry with them. I was like, it's not for you and you're not happy doing it. Like I kind of knew inside that I wasn't ready and not happy enough to do that, and I decided, you know what, to take a gap year. For me, firstly dealing with stuff, because I feel like especially along that I was dealing with, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to stay another year, I'm gonna have to be behind another year. But then I kept on thinking about the fact of like, right, whatever I want to do, I want to be happy in. I don't want to be sad or miserable or upset, because why would I? Like, I'm living my fucking life. It's my life, not the person who's gonna judge me from the sideline. I have my life to live, and to be honest, everything has been down to my decision, and I'm so glad now. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to uni this year. I still want to go to university, but I want to take my time a lot more. Like I'm taking my time a lot more within going for research, and I'm going to take my time with doing my personal statement and all this stuff. And you know what, I'm so happy about that. And again, down to my autism, it's going to be a lot more smoother. I'm not going to feel panicked or rushed or I'm going to feel happier, and I'm going to feel excited, and I'm going to want to do this because it's for me, and I'm so glad about that. I really am. And again, especially when I had my holiday, and now I've come back and I feel so refreshed. I feel so really good to do. I'm not kidding, like literally, I have a notebook. I'm sorry, I just have to shout this out also because this is adorable. My friend Katie got me a little notebook to say thank you for filming her birthday video. It's this, oh my god, it's so cute. And I'll show you, I actually wrote down some YouTube video ideas. I absolutely love it, like, oh my god. And one of the video ideas I've got is one I've had for years. And I really want to talk about this in this video because I feel like, again, if we're talking about insecurities, this is the perfect one to do this, which is autistic person tries online dating, Tinder finds out I'm autistic or something along those lines. Basically, here's some real deep ass tea. I can't believe I'm gonna share this, but I get really insecure about the fact that I'm not gonna find someone. And I bet you a bunch of people are like, what? You're so cute, what can you mean? I'm like, firstly, thank you. But secondly, something that I get really paranoid about the fact that, like, because of my autism, I'm not gonna find love. And I know this sounds so stupid, and again, like, I got like 1,000 comments like, oh my god, no, I would totally date you, which I'm like, firstly, thank you so much. But seriously, I do, and I'll explain why. So, and I sometimes get this with friendships as well, but friendships I've kind of like passed that, and I'll explain why I passed up with friendships and not love. So, fun fact, I've actually only ever dated one person. That probably explained because A, I didn't really like anyone at school, but also the fact of like, I get really insecure about this because being autistic, there is a lot more than what meets the eye. So for example, like even this video, there is a lot more that you're gonna experience than just this. Yeah, this is me normally, this is me as a person, but I do things very differently, and I feel like people have to learn that, and it can be frustrating, honestly, not only on my half but on their half, because I don't know what I do. Sometimes I don't say how I feel because I'm scared about offending the person, or I need to take time to process, and some people get annoyed with that. I remember I had this like with my friend at the time. Actually, we had this massive falling out because I wasn't ready to tell her something, and she got pissed to the point where like she was fighting with me to say it, and I said it in the wrong way, and that really upset me because it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I told you I'm not ready, and that really scares me in case my partner or my boyfriend will do the same, because I don't want that. I don't want them to become impatient with me and to be scared. I don't know, I'm petrified of that because I don't want anything like that to happen. With being autistic, there is, again, like a lot more things. Like some things will just randomly put me in a funk, and I will be really upset, and again, like, I'll be scared to share it sometimes. And it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I'm closed or I'm guarded. Like, God, no, I'm not that. It's just that like something will put me there, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel, and I'll be stuck in an emotion for so long, and it's like, I don't know what to do, and I'm scared because, again, and it sounds so sad, because a lot of people don't know what the fuck autism is. A lot of people don't know what it actually entails. And yeah, I may have high functioning autism, but it's still autism at the end of the day. Like, me and my friend were discussing this, and we said, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but me and my friend Aaron, we said that unless you have it, or unless you know someone with it, you will never know about autism. You'll only know what's in front of you, like the TV adverts for children in need, donate to an autistic cause, or this is an autistic boy in atypical, but it's not me. It's sometimes really hard to deal with, and big crowds sometimes, and a lot of noise freaks me out and puts me in such an uncomfortable state. And the thing is like, what do I do? I can't sometimes leave that situation. Like, for example, the best thing I couldn't do, I couldn't leave. I mean, not I couldn't leave, because sometimes I need to get into my own head, and this is something I have to teach myself, but also that I'd want my partner to help with, is that the fact of I can leave. If I don't feel comfortable or if I don't feel happy, I can leave. And so it's so hard sometimes because I feel like I don't have that. Sometimes I feel like I can't do this and I can't do all these things. I can't leave because I'm like, I don't want to upset someone, or I don't want to lose this opportunity. Again, like the concept, like I was tempted to leave because I felt uncomfortable, and I was like, I was tempted to, but I was so proud that I managed to push through my insecurities. Like, you know what, I'm gonna have the time of my life. But I feel like a lot of people in love don't realize that. And again, if I go, I'm autistic, people will freak out. Yeah, okay, I've already dated one person, but I've dated one person. Like, it will freak them out, and I feel like I'm scared in case it does, and it's scared in case they don't know what to do. And I know you'll probably be like, oh, like, you're okay, and a lot of people have different things, like some people have anxiety and depression and stuff like that, but like, it's different. With anxiety and depression, like, I don't mean this in a bad light or in a bad thing, but a lot more awareness has gone to it. So a lot more people know about it, and a lot more people can either relate to it, can understand it, can learn about it a lot more versus autism. Like me going, I'm autistic, and people going, oh, that's fine. I'm like, yeah, okay. But what happens, I get really scared about this, like, what happens if I'm feeling uncomfortable and I want to leave, I can't tell you? And what happens if I get flustered and I don't know what to do and I don't know who to call? Like, what do I do? What happens if I'm feeling alone because not many people, I don't know, like, what happens? I can't say this, like, what happens if I do feel really insecure about the fact that, like, oh, I don't feel like this social butterfly or whatever because of my autism? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna support me? Are you gonna, like, leave me in the dirt being like, you're silly? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when, I don't know. Okay, so I know these are stupid things and I know these are just insecurities, but, like, at the end of the day, it is really, sometimes it's really difficult because, again, like, nothing's been put in place for autistic kids, like high functioning and low functioning. Nothing has been put in place. And what happens if I experience a new emotion and I don't know how to feel? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna, like, sit there and just expect me to do this? Or are you gonna, like, you're gonna sit on the side and be pissed with me because I can't learn something? Or are you gonna be there for me every step of the way? And it freaks me out. Are you gonna leave me because of my autism? That's the thing that fucking scares me. Are you gonna leave me because of my autism? And as much as, like, people will go like, oh my god, people who do that, I mean, I'm like, whatever, I'm like, people have done it because I'm gay. People have done it because they've said something rude and I've stood up for myself and then they fucking left because they're not man enough to go, I'm sorry, and they're not man enough to do any of that. So if people have done it because I'm gay, what makes you think they're not gonna do it because I'm autistic? I'm sorry. One-on-one together. What makes you think that someone will patronize me and treat me differently because of my autism? Because people say some shitty stuff around me. I'm not saying this is like an everyday occurrence because it's really not, and I'm blessed about that. But, like, I've had people say, like, oh, you're autistic? Oh. I had people come up like, oh, you don't seem autistic. I'm like, well, I don't seem it because I don't follow a stereotype. I had someone who literally said to me, oh, you got autism, oh, is it curable? No, you shouldn't take it to offense because they're ignorant people but, like, the thing is, like, ignorance really does hurt because it's like, what can you do? Like, because you act differently, because you do things differently, because your mind works differently, because you go to this and that, and because you're like, you stand, I don't understand, like, it freaks me out because it's like, and also, my other thing is, like, what happens if I can't process something properly and they don't understand? Like, what happens if they say something that upsets me, but I don't realize it upsets me, and I go with my initial reaction, which is like the human thing, and then the next day, it freaking makes me want to cry and scream at them, or like the next week, I get pissed at them for that, and they don't understand. They're just like going, oh, like, why are you getting mad? Like, you shouldn't be about... really, like, gets hard sometimes, and I know people will be like, oh, you're like privileged. I'm like, yeah, in some ways I am privileged. I'm not gonna fucking deny it. We all have a fucking privilege. I don't care. We all have somewhat of a privilege, but at the end of the day, it still puts me in such an insecure place, and it makes me feel like I can't find love because no one's gonna understand me and no one will ever get it. I'm not expecting you guys to understand because, again, like, the majority of my audience isn't autistic. I'm not going, oh my god, you guys will get it and da-da-da-da-da. Because some people will, some people won't. It's just honestly how I sometimes feel about love. And it does scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna deny that I don't know what to do. So I just thought, why not be open a bit and just say it? It does scare me, and I know these are just insecurities that are just in my mind in general because of people who have left and people who react in bad ways due to the autistic things that I do and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, like, this is something that I have to obviously learn, and I'm growing up. I'm 19. I'm no fucking adult. Like, I'm no 23-year-old or 25 or 30. I still have so much of my fucking life to live, and you know what? It excites me. It makes me nervous, of course, especially the love thing. I can literally just confess every single ounce of emotion, which, you know what? I'm so proud of for doing that. I'm so happy I've done that. I'm so excited to publish this video because, you know what, I hope someone can understand where people come from with zero representation. And yeah, I know we have some, but it's the same representation. It represents the same kind of character and the same kind of thing. I just feel like this is a good way to open up a conversation. I know that, like, again, people are like, oh, like, we've talked about insecurities before. I mean, yeah, like, we have, do not get me wrong. But you know what, I feel like I feel refreshed. Like I said, after my holiday, I definitely took the break I needed. Comment down below what kind of videos you kind of want to see. Please like, subscribe, share, you know what to do. And I am gonna continue drinking my water because I want clear skin. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Adios. Bye, y'all.